Welcome to Real Judaism with Rabbi Ari Klapper. Unfiltered wisdom for Jewish life.
ובפרק הכל חייבים אומרו, Rabbi Yochanan kan have mati lahai kra avi bochi. The Gemara, Seches Chagiga, brings that Rabbi Yochanan, the great Amoira, Rabbi Yochanan, when he came to the following pasuk, he cried. The karafti aleichem pasuk says that I came close to you, lemishpat, to judge you. Vayiti aid me my hair, and I was a quick witness. What does that mean? It means that when a Kadosh Baruch Hu judges us, it's going to be very quick. It's not going to give us a chance to say, oh, but, and give an excuse for what we did or what we said. Hashem is going to be too quick for that. Eved sheshoiklim alav kalos kechalmurois takana yeshlo. An Eved, that his master, when he comes to judge him, he takes everything that he does, whether it's good things or whether it's not such good things, whether they're heavy things or they're light things. You know, maybe a person might say, you know, God's going to overlook this. It's such a small thing. It's not such a big deal. Only the big thing God cares about. It's not true. God cares about every little thing. If a person does a little mitzvah, does God care about that too? Of course he does. So if he does a little aveiros, Hashem's going to care about that too. In fact, sometimes it's the little aveiros that end up being very, very big. Right? One little, you know why? Because you keep doing that same aveira again and again and again. And it's like a little strand, and that strand adds another strand and another strand and another strand until you find this. It's not these little pieces anymore. It's this very thick rope. What's that from? It comes from the fact that I didn't bench with kavana. It comes from the fact that I really wasn't paying attention when I made brachos. It comes from the fact that I turned asher yotzar into tefillah sederech. Yeah? It comes from all those little things that if I do them again and again and again and again, they become big. Hashem takes every little detail into account. It's a scary thing. We don't want to necessarily think about it, but it's very true. Don't think that Hashem overlooks anything. You don't want Hashem to overlook your small little good deeds that you do. So why would you assume that Hashem is going to overlook the little small bit? Oh, come on, God doesn't really care about that. That's like sonos. It's like sonos to say such a thing. Either it's kafira because you don't really believe God is there, maybe God's not there, or God doesn't really, he gave you a mitzvah and he doesn't care about it. Do you believe in the Torah or you don't believe in the Torah? Do you believe that Hashem wanted you to do this? You don't believe Hashem wanted you to do this. Oh, come on, it's just the rabbis who said it. It's the rabbis. That's mamish could be koifer in Torah Shabbat Peh. It's mamish, don't say something like that. That's something mamish, like, you really believe that? Or are you just making an excuse why it's okay to do an aveira? Because if you really believe in it, that's even worse. Because that mamish could be begeder kvir if you really believe that something that was given by the Rabbanan is not important. But if you're only saying it, I don't really believe it. I'm only saying it because I want to do what I want to do. So then that's the Yetzer Hara getting in there, telling you, you don't have to take this seriously. You don't have to take that seriously. Lamaisa, Hashem takes every little thing into account. For sure, it doesn't mean that Hashem is going to punish for a small thing the same way he punishes for a big thing. Certainly it doesn't mean that. Yeah, Chilul Shabbos is not on the same level as something that's a lav or something that's a derabanan. It's not on the same level for sure. Hashem is only going to pay back depending on what was done, on the level. But the idea is what it means is Hashem puts it on the scale. Just as much as Hashem cares enough about the serious things to put them on the scale, so too on the lighter things Hashem was going to put on the scale. Just because something is chomer doesn't mean Hashem's going to forget about those little things. And he'll just ignore them or he won't see them. You know, some things, you try to hide behind the big guy. Maybe they won't see me. Right? Now, Hashem sees everything. Hashem knows everything. You can't hide behind a big thing. Only the big things go up, not the small things. Not true. Just like he doesn't ignore the big things, he also doesn't ignore the small things. Ela kulam yashkiach, on all of them, Hashem is watching. V'yipakach be'ashava echas ladun kol echad mehem la'anish achar kach kol echad kvi ma shu. Hashem will give the proper punishment for each one. We have to realize every single thing we do is meaningful. It's a scary thing because people don't want to think about it. They're just going to just keep going through life. And a lot of times people do things by rote. They don't even realize what they're doing. And some of these things can be very, very chomer, the things that they do. They just do it. They don't even think about it. It's very, very sad. We have to we're supposed to be a nation of thinkers. Think about what we're doing beforehand, whether it's big or small. And all these examples that we brought in the past number of times we learned the Mesilas Yesharim, we spoke about small little things. This little thing, and yet Hashem punished the great people for it. Well, that's only great people. No, it's not true. It's not true. It's true Hashem judges each person on their level, in their place, where they started off. And it's true Hashem takes everything into account when He's judging somebody. But don't think for a second that Hashem is going to overlook something, or He doesn't care about the small things. Don't think like that for 1 second. We need to be careful as best as we can. Again, we're growing people, a little bit at a time. And if a person doesn't know, I do 1,000 little things wrong, what am I supposed to do? So then they should try to organize it and speak to a Rav or Rebbe, a mentor, whatever, in order to figure out, like, how could I start the process of improving? Person says, okay, I want to fix all 1,000 things at the same time, won't get anywhere.
Yeah. What if no marbiak?
It's not for now. It's not for now. Okay, skoach.
Thank you for joining Real Judaism, where we explore Torah's wisdom for real life. Created by J Foundations and produced by Eli Podcast Productions. Find more episodes at realjudaism.org and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.